Hello, my name is Jan Benham, founder and CEO of the Aroma Shop and Jan Benham Cosmetics. And I'm delighted to be with you today. Today's topic is about toning lotion and its use in skincare. Most companies, when they talk about skincare, they tend to talk about the virtues of moisturizers and serums. But actually, I find that toning lotion is the most important part of my skincare routine and my clients. So I'm going to talk about what a good toner does and what the ingredients you should be looking for in a good toning lotion and why, and how to use it. So first of all, a toning lotion doesn't have to be complicated. You want a toning lotion that is going to be good for your skin, whether it be oily or dry. And this toning lotion, for example, is based entirely on 100% natural and holistic ingredients from floral waters, known also as hydrosols and hydrolats. Now, how hydrosols are made, a true hydrosol, is they're made in stills, like a little bit like this one. This is a small demonstration still, and I've got videos on YouTube that will show you how me making cucumber years ago on this particular still. We now use much larger stills to make our hydrosols. So how you make a good hydrolat, hydrosol, floral water, whatever you may call it, is you use the dried flowers or even the fresh flowers. These are dried lavenders. And you place them in this still, and then we add water to it. The water is then heated up until the steam running through. In fact, the flowers are generally put into this neck here, and the steam travels up, and then it breaks down. When you press onto a flower that has particularly bred for scent, you press on it and you sniff it, you smell the essential oil. So essentially what the steam does, it breaks open the smell, and then the essential oil infuses into the water, into the steam, comes through a condenser where it's cooled down, and then what you get out of it is the pure hydrosol. Now, this is what I call a living water, and it has so many powerful benefits, not just for your skin, but internally as well. Now, a distiller, generally speaking, when they're making large amounts, they will make the waters, but they will also get another substance that forms on the top of the water, and this is known as the essential oil. So they will siphon off the essential oil, where they will sell the essential oil as a separate item. So they sell them in much smaller bottles than the waters. Now, one thing to be aware of is that not all hydrosols are made equal. So, for example, if you go to a pharmacist and ask for some rose water or witch hazel, now this would be possibly in England in Boots, the chemist, or in Canada, Shoppers Drug Mart. And so you look at the rose water or the witch hazel that's sold there and look at the ingredients, and you'll find it's not 100% hydrosol. They usually call them floral waters, and how these are made is they get water, they add a few drops of an essential oil, say of rose, and then they use something called a solubilizer, a chemical that will diffuse the essential oil throughout the water, and then they sell it as rose water or as witch hazel. Now, it might smell good, but it's not the same. It is not a living water and will not have the same benefits as 100% natural hydrosol. So that's what we're looking at. Now, you could say, well, okay, let's look at cucumber hydrosol. You might say, well, why do we have to use a still? Why can't we use the squeezed fresh juice of the cucumber as in our toning lotion? Well, the distillation also has the effect of basically making it basically destroying any bugs, that microbes coming through. It also makes it into water that has a very long shelf life. So if you just made cucumber water and applied that to your skin, that'd be great for a couple of days and then it would go bad. Whereas the pure Hydrosol has a few years shelf life once it's made in a still situation. I'm not going to make this into a distillation workshop. You can look at past videos where I go into more explanation of how floral waters and hydrosols are made. I'm just going to talk more about toning lotions. So in this toning lotion, we only use 100% natural hydrosols or hydrolats, as they may be known in different countries. So in this toning lotion, we use our witch hazel. Now witch hazel, again, this is 100% pure witch hazel. It's a distillate, and in the past, what most people have used this for is they've used it on bruising areas, on varicose veins, inflamed skin, inflammatory conditions. It's also very astringent, so it also closes the pores in the skin and tightens the skin as well. So this is one of the reasons why I use witch hazel in the toning lotion. Then we use, I add cucumber, and there are many different hydrosols one can use, but I like cucumber. And the reason for that is cucumber is very good at taking down puffiness in the skin. So for example, if you get a piece of cucumber and you put it on your eyes and you leave it on for a few minutes, it helps to diminish any puffiness around the eyes. Well, the same thing with the hydrosol. So again, a quick trick, if you have, you could use the toning lotion for this, which has a cucumber in it, and just put a little bit on a damp cotton wool. This is a recyclable cotton wool actually, and you can place it on your eyes for about 5 minutes, and it will help to diminish any puffiness and also help fine lines as well around the eyes. So you could use pure hydrosol cucumber, and you can also use the toning lotion for this as well. And cucumber is also very cooling to the skin and calming, but all the hydrosols are actually. And then we have rose water, which is most commonly known. Now in the Middle East, the families there, they usually have water that has rose water added or orange blossom water added. That's from orange blossom. It's also called neroli. And they serve that with their food. They drink that with their food. And the reason for that is it helps to get rid of any bad bugs in the digestive system without killing off the good bugs. It also calms the digestive system. It cools. It's anti-inflammatory. It does so much for the digestive system. So whatever it does for the digestive system, it also does for the skin as well. So rose water is one of the most safest waters you can use. Even babies can take it. Baby, apply it to the skin. It's really, really good for skincare. So that's just the 3 waters that we have in this toning lotion. We also add a few drops of essential oils as well, and the reason for this is that certain essential oils are really effective in helping various conditions. So for example, we add geranium essential oil, which is good for balancing the skin, so it helps oily skin and dry skin at the same time. And then I also like to add lavender, which also stimulates the lymphatic system, so it again helps with puffiness around the eyes and puffiness around the face, helps refine the face. So when do we use this? Well, I use this most of all. So in the mornings, I will actually start my day with the toning lotion. I might splash my face with some ice cold water at the beginning just to wake up, but then I will get a couple of pieces of cotton pads and squeeze this onto the cotton pad, and then I wipe over my face, around my eyes gently, always up and out, and on my neck. Don't forget the neck area and the décollage. And what that does is it just takes off any residue of dirt that's accumulated during the night. It also refreshes the skin, pH balances the skin, and also sets the skin up, closes the pores, sets the skin up to apply moisturizer if you wish, or your makeup, or just to go about your day. At night time, I usually cleanse my skin with a cleansing lotion. and then I apply my toning lotion afterwards. This is now more important to use toning lotion if you use a cleansing soap bar. Now soap, the bar soap, is alkaline in nature. It has an alkaline effect on the skin. The skin is naturally acid, and the toning lotion is exactly the same pH as the skin. So one of the reasons if you do clean with soap, bar soap especially, or cleansing lotions, is once you've used that to clean off makeup or to clean off debris or dirt that you've collected during the day, then you need to tone afterwards in order to pH balance your skin, which is a natural acid balance. It helps to protect your skin from bacteria and microorganisms, the harmful ones. It doesn't hurt good bacteria. It also, again, removes any excess soap that you might have on your skin or cleansing lotion. And it also sets the skin up for the evening. I don't generally put a moisturizer on at night. I like my skin to be able to breathe. I will use a moisturizer more in the morning, but that's your choice. So toning lotions, you apply to your pad, you wipe over, and that's pretty well job done. So to recap, a toning lotion pH balances the skin, tones the skin up, like refines, firms the skin. If you've got any cuts or any bacteria infections like spots or zits or what have you, it will help to calm them down, and also help the bacteria the lavender, for example, in the toning lotion will help to act as a bit like a zit zapper as well. It also calms, it's anti-inflammatory, rehydrates, and it also, the ingredients like rose water, cucumber, they also rejuvenate the skin too. So that is about toning lotion. This is one that I sell, and all you need to do is learn about the ingredients and about what to look for when you're buying something. So you want a toning, you don't need to have a toning lotion for this and a toning lotion for that. One toning lotion should be able to work for men, for women, for oily skin, for dry skin. Now I'll show you the toning lotions that you can buy. When I was a teenager, I had a very oily skin, and I also had the spots that would go with it as well occasionally. So my thinking was, okay, I'm producing oil, therefore I need to use an astringent. Now these astringents are bad news, because what they do, they often have alcohol in them, and some even used to, until even into the 70s, had acetone in them as well. And what these astringents do, they strip the skin of the oil, and what happens is the skin then produces more oil to try and balance itself, and then it also gets very dry. The pH balance is completely destroyed, so microbes get in there, and you end up with spots, more oil, and a flaky dry skin at the same time. So I see this a lot with teenagers who think the same way I used to think, that you should strip the skin, keep stripping the skin, get rid of those blackheads, get rid of that oil. But actually the way forward is to use something to calm the skin down, to remove excess oil naturally, and then the skin starts to, after a while, the skin starts to calm down, cool down, and it starts to relax. And then it starts producing not so much oil. And then with not so much oil, you don't get as many spots, and the job done. So that's just a little bit of warning about some toners that are out there. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and have a great day wherever you may be, and it's bye for now.